Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Extreme Let's Play of Super Mario Bros. 3. Continuing the challenge from where we left off, we have the Desert World, which is World 2. You know, throughout the other Mario games, there seems to be a thing where the second world always seems to be a desert world, the first world always seems to be a grassland, etc. A trend that would continue throughout the years. Oh, one other thing between the differences in versions. In the original NES version, you can always tell which of these blocks will be a pile driver mini Goomba, you know, lurking underneath. And by the fact that the ones that they're hiding under are not flashing. You see how there's no sheen on the one up above there? I'll just show off here for a moment. There we go. Okay, now that's a fire snake. You don't want to touch those. Oops. Oh. Almost took a death there. Alright. So there's some coins. I mean, not really much to write home about. There's actually 2 secret areas in this level. The other one was just a bunch of coins as well. Okay, piranha plants. And arbitrarily another enemy at the end of the stage. Speaking of stage, it's the belief that Mario 3 didn't actually take place. I mean, the first Mario Brothers happened, the second Mario Brothers, or the one we got in the United States, was a dream, and the third one is supposedly a play, because, you know, the curtain rises on it, but, I don't know. I think that's a little divisive, but, let's see, mushroom. Okay, still gotta find the other mushroom. No, that's the flower. Okay. Okay, where's that other star at? Well, I know there's a star here. 20... Nope. Damn. Alright. Well, I mean, I suppose I could cheat on those too, but I'm not gonna. Sure, I got plenty of time. Okay, so level 2 is another level that basically there's a challenge for you to get all the coins, but unfortunately the prize you get at the end, I mean, unless you're someone who struggles at platforming, the prize you get at the end of this for getting all the coins here is a fairly useless item known as an anchor. You know, a boat anchor. Oh, I keep forgetting about that one up. So, not really gonna bother getting the anchor. Sorry. Wow, did I really give myself an hour per world? I mean, that's a little generous, I guess. I guess I could have... I mean, including auto-scrollers, I mean, I probably could have given myself 30 minutes. The dry bones also have infinite one-up trick. As long as you can pull it off as long as you keep them in close proximity to each other. And just bounce on them whenever possible. Typically by the time you land, another one will get back up. Okay, well I lost my power up there, so... This is also the first game to introduce an enemy called the Thwomp. And it's also the first game that introduces the Boos. The official strategy guides for this game originally called them Boo Diddleys. I'm not making that up. But I think they pretty much changed it to Boo. Um, probably to avoid confusion or legal trouble with a rapper named P. Diddy. I don't know. Fun fact, Toad can actually turn to face you. And if you go into a mushroom house with a fire flower equipped, for whatever reason, Mario's fireballs will be green. Like, lime green colored. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about either. Oh, this is one of my favorite levels. No, that's not why. Here. Okay, it's right here. That's a pretty, an awful, kind of a flex, I know, but just something you can do. Come over here, you can jump on this. This is one of those games where some of the blocks don't only change aesthetically, but are still blocks, I guess. Oh, that's an enemy. Alright. Do this. Supposedly, if you have enough of a running start, you can invoke a star every time. But most speedrunning communities, purposefully avoid 3 in a row. Alright. So that's 10. I believe this... No, that's a star. 1 up. 1 up. 20. No, that's the 10. Okay. This is the sand pool level, and the first and only one of 2 levels to feature the angry sun. It's the debut of the angry sun, actually. Interestingly enough, you can knock the sun out. You'd think it would plunge. You'd think it would plunge the Mushroom Kingdom into eternal night to knock out the sun, but no, he's just basically a giant fireball. Interestingly enough, in the NES Ultimate Remix, there is a mission in which you have to avoid the sun, and I guess funny thing, if you knock out the sun, I mean, the whole area just gets pitch black, and you actually take a hit or lose a life or an attempt. I mean, kind of a nice, funny Easter egg, but I don't know. I'm not going to bother getting all the coins here. Just showing it off, really. You can hit this. Okay, I just wanted to get all of those at least. Alright, come over here. Another arbitrary enemy at the end. Alright, level 5. Okay, so thing about this version of the game versus Mario Maker is that some enemies you actually cannot tail whap. You know, this one being included. Okay, well I got lucky there, but also if you wait at least 100 or so seconds, they actually do break off their block, so... But I won't be showing that off either. Come up here. Down the pipe. Oh, whoops, it's over here. No big deal. Seems to have lost a bit of speed there. Okay. You know, in retrospect, I think the prizes you get from the Hammer Brothers are a little bit too grandiose to my liking. I mean, what I mean is, like, the reward is, like, doesn't match the challenge, I guess. But also, too, the items in themselves, although harder to come by, aren't exactly completely game-breaking. Okay, well, I just wasted some time with this, but... Okay, so here's the thing. I have a hammer. What you do, typically, if you want to get a warp whistle or whatever, you use the hammer on this upper right corner. That'll actually take you to a secret section of the map, in which there's one of the only few Fire Brothers in this game, which actually guards a warp whistle. Not to mention a mushroom house, in which all the power-ups are actually frog suits, which will be helpful in the next world. I will not be showing that off. Why? Because if you save your hammers, you can actually do some things that you might not have thought to do before. This music box basically just puts the Wandering Hammer Brothers to sleep. And it changes the world map music to that of the Mario Brothers theme. That just goes to extra coins. Won't be showing that off. Oops. Well, now I gotta use this guy. Damn. No matter. I got plenty of power-ups, so... Okay, with the exception of the Hammer Brother and the Mushroom House over there, that's pretty much everyone. I did say that I wouldn't necessarily be getting all the mushroom houses, as they're not technically levels. I mean, you've seen one, you've seen them all. I'll just go ahead and use the fire flower, why not? Oops. Also, fun fact, this is one of those games where, like, if you get a... They would change this in I believe, the GBA port, but if you get a power-up... I think it's changed for the GBA port, or version, but if you get a power-up, like a Tier 2 power-up when you're small, you know, in the GBA version, you'll actually go to that power. As far as all other games, or all, like this version here, if I was small and picked up a fire flower, it would just be, I would just be, well, Super Mario. You know, same thing can happen in, you know, regular Mario in the first Mario Brothers. Okay. Now, this item here, the Juglum, well, they call him a Juggum's Cloud or a Juglum's Cloud, but I just call it a Lakiitu's Cloud or the level skipping cloud. Basically, any of the levels and fortresses you come across, you can just hop in that cloud and just bypass it. But if you die later, but if you skip a level and you die, typically the game sends you back to the last place that, you know, you basically claimed or conquered. Or wherever your latest triumph or accomplishment was. So you might want to be careful as far as when or where you use that.